Previously known as Central Mindanao, Sorsogon is an administrative region of the Philippines. Designated as Territory 12, it is situated South Central Mindanao, and its name is an acronym from the region's 4 provinces and one heavily urbanized metropolis: South Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat, Sarangani, and General Santos. The regional hub lies in the South Cotabato Province City of the Coronadal, while the region's most populous city, General Santos, serves as its commercial and industrial hub. Sorsogon in September 2001, Executive Order No. 36 was signed by the President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, transferring South Cotabato, Sarangani, General Santos, also known as Sorsogon District, from Southern Mindanao to Region 12, and remaining the region from Central Mindanao to Sorsogon. Kulintang music, a particular style of gong music found in the Sorsogon, is fundamental to the culture of native Mindanao and the other local communities, both Muslim and non-Muslim. There are 2 main languages used in the city: Cebuano, which is widely used by the television, radio, and newspapers. There are Hiligaynon, which is primarily spoken by immigrants from the provinces of Negros Occidental, Iloilo, and Guimaras, as well as settlers from South Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat, and North Cotabato and Maguindanao. The city also has speakers of Balaan, Tibuli, Maguindanao, Ilocano, and Kapampangan.
Always there when there's no getting over that rainbow, when my smallest of dreams won't come true. I can't take all the madness the world has to give, but I'll
Second province area will be South Cotabato, was sparsely inhabited by Malay pioneers, which later evolved into various ethnic groupings that still exist in the province today. Settlers who would lay the foundation of what would become a progressive province started trooping down in 1914. The significant thrust occurred during the midterm of President Quezon in the late 30s. Thus, on July 18, 1966, the South Cotabato was finally formed as an independent province, rearing to push its own development. In 1992, South Cotabato gave birth to a new province. 7 towns in the southern and coastal sections of the province now form part of the province of Sarangani. That was a new challenge, and South Cotabatenos, with their indomitable pioneering spirit, have proven once more their ability to face and hurdle diverse challenges and ably went through with demands of times. South Cotabato sparks new interest, having emerged as the favorite venue for conventions and big events of national significance like the National Secondary School Press Conference, the Palarong Pambansa, and the 9th Mindanao Business Conference, to name a few. The new millennium ushers in a new beginning for the province, with the humming in of regional offices in the area in consonance with EO 429 dated October 12, 1990 issued by President Corazon C. Aquino, and EO number 36 dated September 19, 2001 issued by President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, provide for the reorganization of the new administrative region in Mindanao, and having the city of Coronadal as the regional center of Region 12. South Cotabato, known from its name, land of the dream weavers, home to the Tibulan and known from their weaving art that bases on its patterns on their dreams, such as the lakes, waterfalls, vast plantations, and finally as well the preserved tradition. South Cotabato also opens the doors for their picturesque in the southern region, the primary trade and the commercial central region of Mindanao for all of the southwestern Mindanao, such as rice, corn, coconut, sugarcane, coffee, and last bananas, are grown normally in the region. Transportation is also facilities that include a minor hinterland and port, and airport. The region or city is also a highway terminus. The Tinalak Festival is the biggest and also the most colorful celebrations in the region that held every year in the province of South Cotabato. The colorful street dancing that the competition to which showcases the rich culture and also the traditions of all the tribes in South Cotabato. Colorful street dancing that the competition which showcases the rich culture and also the traditions of all tribes in South Cotabato, such as Lomads, Christians, and Muslims. They are the main highlights of the week-long celebration held in such tradition. The climate in this province belongs to the fourth type of climate. That is, rainfall is more or less evenly distributed throughout the year. The average number of rainy days for the year 2004 is recorded between 123 and 180 days, with the months of May, June, July, August, and October having the most occurrence in climate. Every month of March, the municipality of Norala in South Cotabato celebrates the Kamayadaan Festival, a colorful and joyful celebration of the town's rich agricultural harvest. The government speaks in a showcasing of the people's culture and tradition. Kamayadaan is coined from an Ilonggo term mayag, which means good. We are able to witness the kasadiyahan sa Kapatagan, the mid-street dancing competition this year held during the culmination day last March 10. And we were also matched with all of the performances of all the 8 contingents, which highlighted life at the farms and the people's colorful thanksgiving for good harvests. Norala is dubbed as the rice granary of South Cotabato. Hilongbong Festival is held to celebrate the Tibulit culture. It is also celebrated to commemorate the founding of the scenic town titled settled more than 700 meters above sea level in the mountains of South Cotabato in Mindanao. It is said to be the liveliest time of the year in the town. The festival allows its streets to be adorned with geometric ethnic designs with striking red and deep black colors used that represent the indigenous Tiboli culture. South Cotabato, officially the province of South Cotabato, is a province in the Philippines located in the Sorsogon region in Mindanao. Its capital is Coronadal City. Known as the land of the dream weavers, South Cotabato is home to the Tibuli tribe, known for their weaving art that bases its patterns on their dreams, lakes, waterfalls, vast plantations, well-preserved tradition. South Cotabato opens the doors to the picturesque southern region of Mindanao.
Cotabato City had witnessed more history than any other place in Mindanao. Its history dates back to the 15th century when Sheriff Cabunsuan, an Arab missionary, landed along the banks of the Rio Grande de Mindanao and introduced Islam to the natives. Islam was the faith that moved the early settlers to communal life and to establish the Sultanate of Maguindanao with its golden age ushered in by Sultan Dipatuhan Kudarat during the 17th century, the time when Cotabato City developed as the capital town of Maguindanao. In the 19th century, when Sultan Makakua ruled, roads and wharfs were constructed which gave rise to the birth of modern-day Cotabato. However, the municipality of Cotabato was first organized as the later part of the 19th century when the Spaniards established a military post at what is now Barangay Tamantakan, one of the earliest Christian settlements founded south of the Philippines. Cotabato was then officially founded in 1962 when the Pueblo de Cotabato was established. Christianity was introduced in the area in around the year 1870. The city is situated in the lowest portion of Maguindanao province. The city of Cotabato with its 37 barangays spans an area with marked landscapes of flat, level to nearly level, very gently sloping to gently undulations to moderately sloping or rolling. It is basically a delta formed by two big rivers, the Tamontaca River and the Rio Grande de Mindanao. Basically, 70% of its total land is below sea level. There are only two existing elevated areas in the city, the PC Hill and the Timaco Hill, with an altitude of 90 and 150 feet respectively. Sheriff Cabunsuan Festival. This festival is celebrated every December. Sheriff Cabunsuan Festival. This festival is celebrated every December 15th, 19th, which is celebrated in honor of Sharif Muhammad Cabunsuan, an Arab missionary from Johor, who planted the seed of Islam in central Mindanao. On this event, certain presentation and art performed such as dances. There are also many recreational activities and sports. Highlights in this festival are dance parade, bangka race, and the reenactment of Sharif's arrival. Located in Mindanao in southern Philippines, nearly 1,300 kilometers south of Manila, Cotabato City is geographically inside Maguindanao province, but remains an independent city with its own set of regulations and political jurisdictions. Curiously, it is not located in Cotabato province, which is to the east of Maguindanao and whose capital is Kidapawan City. Sultan Haji Hassanab Oka Mosque comes alive with the festivities during Eid al-Fitr, the holy feast marking the end of Ramadan. The typically quiet place of worship teems with people of the Islamic faith and curious tourists who want to catch a glimpse of the celebrations, also known as the Grand Mosque of Cotabato, and the country's largest. It has become a top tourist destination in the city. Cotabato is considered a major food basket in Mindanao. It is a top producer of cereals, tropical fruits, vegetables, sugarcane, coconut coffee, and freshwater fish and livestock. It is also one of the country's leading producers of raw and semi-processed rubber and industrial trees, with markets in Asia and Europe. Power utility in the province comes from two energy sources: the Napocor, Agus Grid in Iligan transmitted through its Tacurong substations, and the Mindanao 1 geothermal power plant at the foot of Mount Apo in Lumabis, Kidapawan City, which produce 97 megawatts of electricity power. Power distribution is handled by Cotabato Electrical Cooperative, Inc. Cotelco. The province has a 4,132-kilometer road. Under the Köppen climate classification system, Cotabato City features a tropical rainforest climate, falling just short of a tropical monsoon climate. Majority are Magindanaoan, which comprises the city's population, about 61%. There are some sizable ethnicity of Maranaos, 8%, Tagalog, 9%, Cebuano, 8%, and Ilonggo, 6%. The rest of the population belongs to the other ethnicity, Iranon, Bisaya, Tausug. Religion: Cotabato City firmly houses as many as Christians as well as Muslims. Before the onset of the Islamic rebellion in Mindanao, today, majority of the city's population are Muslims, which comprises about 70% of their population.
General Santos, also referred to as Agensan or the City of General Santos, it is the first-class, highly urbanized city in the Sorsogon region of the Philippines. Its population as of the 2020 census is 697,315 people. It is the most southern and fifth most populated city in the Philippines, and it is situated on the island of Mindanao, geographically within the province of South Cotabato, but administrated separately from it. It is the regional hub from trade and industry in the Sorsogon region. The southernmost city in the Philippines is called General Santos City. Southeast of Manila, southeast of Cebu, and southwest of Davao is where the is located. Alabel in the east and Maasim in the south are the Sarangani province municipalities that encircles the city. General Santos is also bordered by the municipalities of Tibuli in the west, the south Cotabato municipalities of Polomolok and Malumon, and the municipality of South Cotabato in the north.
Sarangani is part of South Cotabato, Cotabato Sultan Kudarat, Sarangani General Santos, Sorsogon Development Cluster, and is linked by paved roads to the International Airport and Harbor of General Santos. The province is divided into two sections, separated by the Sarangani Bay and City of General Santos, and is used to be part of South Cotabato until it was made an independent province in 1992. Sarangani's mixed population of Cebuano-speaking Blans and Muslims in the east coast, Ilocano-speaking Tibulis, Manobos and Muslims in the west coast, and Ilonggo-speaking Blans and Kaolos in the north uplands is unique and in harmony. The province agri and fishery-based enterprises maintain banana plantations, cattle ranches, bangus, hito, tilapia, tiger prawn, fish ponds and mariculture, and salt farms. Livestock is just viable. With more than 7,000 hectares of mango plantation, Sarangani is an emerging source in Sorsogon aside from being a large producer of copra and sugarcane. The island of Sarangani, now part of Davao Occidental, was named by Spanish explorer Ruy Lopez de Villalobos in 1543 as Antonia, in honor of Antonio de Mendoza y Pacheco, who commissioned the Villalobos expedition to the Philippines. The province has one congressional representative and 7 municipalities. Sarangani covers a total area of 3,601.25 square kilometers, 1,390.45 square miles, occupying the southern tips of the Sorsogon in central Mindanao. The province is bordered on the central north by South Cotabato, northeast by Davao del Sur, east by Davao Occidental, south by the Sarangani Bay and Celebes Sea, and northwest by Sultan Kudarat. On traditional recall, it has become the common understanding that Tublan, Tiboli, and Sarangani Manobo were established in the Sarangani Bay region before any of the other tribal peoples. This, however, would ignore that along the coast, Sangir also had a very early presence, as perhaps first applied to the islands near the southern tip of Mindanao. The name Sarangani reportedly was derived from the Sangir phrase Saranganing, dating from pre-Islamic times. Historically, these coasts presented to them the age-old northern frontier of the world, which they occupied as it suited them. Current geographic name Sarangani refers to all of coastal southern Mindanao. Cotabato came to be referred to as the Empire Province on account of its size. With national government programs to support its happening, the province continued to attract migrants from Luzon and Visayas in the Sarangani Bay region. Kiamba and Glan became municipalities respectively in 1947 and 1949. It is of note that Glan came out of the southern part of the municipality of Buayan. The municipality of Buayan was changed to General Santos. Maytum became a municipality in 1956. In 1966, the province of Cotabato was divided into two provinces, North Cotabato and South Cotabato. The municipalities of the Sarangani Bay region, General Santos, Kiamba, Glan, and Maytum, become part of the 3rd Congressional District of the province of South Cotabato. Maasim, Malapatan, and Malungon became municipalities in 1969, with Maasim coming out of the eastern part of Kiamba and Malapatan coming out of the then northern part of the municipality of Glan. Albel became municipality in 1971, coming out of the southern part of the then municipality of General Santos.
Fourth province in the Region 12. Officially, the province of Sultan Kudarat is a province in the Philippines located in the Sorsogon region in Mindanao. Its capital is Isulan and the commercial center is Tacurong. Muhammad Dipotuan Kudarat 1581 to 1671 was the 7th Sultan of the Maguindanao from 1619 to 1671. During his reign, he successfully fought off Spanish invasions and halted the spread of Catholicism on the island of Mindanao. Much like the other Muslim rulers in the southern Philippines, the foundation of the Sultanate of Maguindanao, according to the Yuan Dynasty Annals, Naghaizi at year 304, a polity known as Winduling was its procedures. This Winduling was invaded by then Hindi Brunei Kalpun I, known as the present-day Sultanate of Brunei. Sultan Dipotuan Kudarat, the Kukuralat, according to prolific Spanish historians, Dipotuan is a Malay in origin and means master or sir. The word Kudarat is Arabic and means power. The letters T and Q and R are interchangeable in Moro, and Kudarat is commonly pronounced Kuadlat or Kulat, hence the corrupted form Kuralat. Sultan Kudarat overshadowed his father Buisan and ruled with a strong hand. He was probably the strongest and greatest Mindanao Sultan that ever lived. He fought the Spaniards well and held their sovereignty in check for many years. His sea warriors constantly attacked Luzon and Visayas for allowing themselves to become foot soldiers of the newly arrived Iberians and providing them provisions and passage. His sultanate controlled the southern areas for a long time. In 1636, General Correra led an expedition against him and after the considerable difficulty reduced his effort to defeat his forces. has had a large quantity of gunpowder and firearms, and its fort was strongly fortified. The Spaniards captured 8 bronze cannons, 27 plantaka or culverins, and 100 muskets. Sultan Kudarat province is known for having the grandest and most luxurious capital building in the entire country, and in Asia. Its golden dome and Arabic-inspired architecture will make you feel like you're in the Middle East. But the province has way more to offer aside from its majestic capital. Unknown to many, Sultan Kudarat beams with various ecotourism destinations such as pristine forests, scenic mountains, hidden beaches, towering waterfalls, and mystic caves. It is also a haven of biological, cultural, and diversity. Hopefully, the local authorities will revitalize their efforts to protect these ecocultural wonders while promoting community-based development. Pangilinan Underground River is one of the most beaten Sultan Kudarat tourist spots. Until today, however, you can only glimpse of the cave's mouth with its stunning stalactites. Gushing out from the cave are cascading waterfalls, forming numerous waterfalls. Nobody has yet to explore the inside of the cave. Who knows what wonders await? To reach it, you need to trek on the dense spurs along the way. You'll pass by several waterfalls where you can have a rejuvenating swim after seeing Pangilinan Underground River. It is one of the top Sultan Kudarat tourist spot, standing majestically like the Taj Mahal of India. This golden dome structure will surely entice you for a peek. Unlike most capital buildings in the country, almost everything you'll find here shows extravagance. Mindanao was a sultanate that ruled parts of the island of Mindanao in the southern Philippines, especially in the modern-day Maguindanao province. Soxgagargen, Zamboanga Peninsula, and Davao region. Its known historical influence and stretches from the peninsula of Zamboanga to the Bay of Sarangani. During the era of European colonization, the Sultanate maintained friendly relations with the British and Dutch traders. Sultan Kudarat has 2 seaports, the port of Lebak in Calamansig and the San Roque port in Palambang, and 4 airports, government-owned Lebak Municipal Airport and President Quirino Airport, and 2 privately owned Calamansig Airport and Kenram Airport. Inside, you'll glimpse of the high-end chandeliers, fine window drapes, and intricately designed seats and chairs. Here is a thing to know: it costed $500 million pesos to construct.
You're always there when there's no getting over that rainbow. When my smallest of dreams won't come true, I can't take all the madness